Ms. Palmer Morris, Lake Stevens Middle School Science Teacher.
Ms. Eliana Ramirez, Innovation Specialist, Lake Stevens Middle School.
Hello, I'm Ms. Myers, and I teach science, I teach culinary arts, and I teach dance here at Lake Stevens Middle School.
Ms. Ricania, 6th grade science, and I'm the robotics coach.
I'm Gerard Arena. I'm in the 7th grade, and I am in the robotics club.
I'm Melanie Rodriguez, and I'm in 6th grade.
I'm Anaya Star, and I'm in 6th grade.
My name is Isaiah Jackson, and I'm in 6th grade.
I'm Michael Cenas, and I'm in 6th grade.
Okay, so what is the problem that you guys were trying to investigate?
How does the presence of an atmosphere affect the temperature on a planet?
Okay. And what did you do? Did you do some research? Anyone wants to explain the research that you guys did prior to investigating?
Yes. We researched the greenhouse effect and how the gases inside the atmosphere affect the temperature of the planet. For example, gases like carbon dioxide, water, and methane, they trap heat. They absorb it and warm up the heat, and the heat can't escape as well as it would.
Okay.
Can you tell us about any experiment that you guys did or give us some more background information?
To be able to solve the greenhouse effect, not the greenhouse effect, but mostly the effect of it, global warming, we could find a way to emit less carbon dioxide. Because if the Earth keeps on heating up, then flooding, worse storms, and glaciers could begin melting.
So all these could impact the ozone layer. It could burn a hole into the ozone layer. So all these different elements create the largest impact on the greenhouse effect.
Can you tell us how you guys worked that out? Did you guys do an experiment? Did you do a model? How did you show the greenhouse effect?
So all these bottles are representing the greenhouse effect, and the bottles that are covered are mostly representing the atmosphere, as even though all of them are, but 3 of these are covered, which is representing the atmosphere.
And what were some of your findings in terms of temperature?
Some of our findings in search of temperature was that we noticed that instead of the uncovered bottles having a higher temperature, the covered bottles had a high temperature between the mid-20s and 30s, while the uncovered bottles had a temperature in the 20s.
Okay. So what does that tell us?
This tells us that all the bottles that were covered had the most highest average temperature instead of the bottles that were not covered.
Correct. So the atmosphere, so that's telling us what? That the atmosphere is doing what in the greenhouse effect?
This is telling us that the atmosphere is absorbing the heat.
Is increasing temperature.
So can you tell us some data that you found?
Yes, we found a graph here that shows the temperature and the uncovered bottles and the covered bottles. Basically, the average of the covered bottles was 26, and the average of the uncovered bottles was 24. There wasn't really that much of a difference. The difference was just 2. And then right here we have a data graph that also shows us the same thing, but in a data form, which is better for us to visualize it.
This is all very interesting. Can you all tell me what is the conclusion? What were your findings?
We figured out that if the greenhouse effect had the atmosphere, then the greenhouse effect would increase in temperature because the atmosphere is trapping in gases in the greenhouse effect, and they're unable to be released. But if it doesn't have an atmosphere, then the gases are able to be released in the greenhouse effect, so the temperature doesn't increase.
Thank you. Very interesting. Thank you so much.